Hello, this is Gaplus for the for the NES or Famicom, take your pick. This is not a game that came out back in the day when those consoles were still in their heyday. This came out in 2020. Let's reload. This was made by M2 as a bonus game in a collection called the Namco Museum Archives Volume 2 that came out in 2020. It is on Steam. That's where I got this, and then I extracted the ROMs, and I'm playing it in. I'm playing the Gaplus ROM here in the emulator called Mesen, which emulates NES and SNES and Game Boy. Let's check it out. So Gaplus is the sequel to Galaga, and it was an arcade game that came out in, oh man, I just looked this up. When did it come out? 1984. Galaga, which came out in the arcade in 81, got a port to the NES in 1985 in Japan, although that didn't come out in the States until 1988. So it's kind of funny to think about that Galaga was coming out in Japan on the Famicom when this sequel to Galaga had already been out in the arcade in Japan. But they were still porting the older game, Galaga. I guess I screwed that up. And, so, you know, why didn't they port Gaplus? Gaplus never came out. Oh my gosh, I did not see that shot. Gaplus never came out. I was paranoid I'd hit my mute button on my headphone. Switching and looking at my recording software, which I'm doing again now, and I'm going to get hit the same way. I think it's recording my voice. The insectoid ships look more like insects in this. I guess the sprites are just a little more, well, they're bigger and a little more detailed than in Galaga. But yeah, I mean, I get the feeling from just the way things, oh, right. Okay, so in this game, you're the one who gets the tractor beams, rather than in Galaga, it was the opponents who had tractor beams, and they could capture your ship. And in this game, you capture their ships and increase your firepower that way. Oh, but I forgot the way you increase the secret way you increase your fire. Well, this is a bonus stage, so you want to juggle. And there's a way you can keep juggling the same thing over and over, because otherwise you run out. There must be something about you only want to shoot it maybe twice each or something. I don't know. Because I was watching I think it was Replay Burner's channel on YouTube. Did some tricky stuff in the arcade version. Oh, wow, this is creepy. The Starfield background, oh, it's moving the other way. Isn't, to my eyes, it's not quite as pretty as the Starfield background in Galaga for the NES, which I thought was much prettier than the arcade Galaga, because the stars didn't blink as harshly and they scrolled at different speeds, so it was this much more subtle feeling. And this one kind of replicates that, but it's not quite as colorful, maybe. So you see there's two different ship designs there, and that second ship, the one below the first ship, you can sort of transform your starting ship into that second form of ship, and that second form of ship can have three shots on screen, whereas the starting ship can only have two shots, like Galaga. Galaga was a step up from the game. It was a sequel from, which was Galaxian. And Galaxian, you could only have one shot on screen, which was like Space Invaders, which Galaxian was trying to imitate. So, okay, so there's a secret in stage 1, because normally I think you have to get to like stage or parsec, as it's called, 30 or 31 or something, to be able to transform into that second ship type. But there's a way to do it on stage 1. Oh, no, I don't think I can do it now. Oh, cripes, it restarts the stage. Maybe I can do it now, then. That's funny, it restarts the whole stage if you die. I need to count the number of waves that come in. I think it's like 7. Is it now? No, maybe it must be now. Oh, I screwed up. Oh, I know. I think I have a quick save, actually. Let's try to load a quick save state. Yeah. Okay. There. So I shot a certain ship. That flag... Oh, it didn't happen right, though. I think I was too late or something. So you shoot this certain ship, the one that's on the bottom row, second from the left. You get that flag. Why isn't it coming down at me? Maybe I'm shooting the wrong ship. Oh, right. Oh, right. You... So, there's a major difference in Gaplus, which I forgot about. Having played Galaga a bunch. Oh, my ship did transform. Oh man, how did that happen? I wasn't even looking. Did I get crashed into by that guy? That must have been it, right? So in this form, you can have 3 shots on screen at once. So you basically have, 50% faster firing rate. Oh, that flags it. But okay, so... Go back to my save state here right at the beginning. Okay, so you shoot the second from the left ship. You don't pick up the flag. You smash into that. You lose a life doing that, but now you've upgraded to the evolved ship, or I don't know what it's actually called. You can get this flag, get your extra life back. So I guess that's why. So it gives you a life back, essentially, the one you have to lose ramming the capture ship or whatever it is. So this is the way you have to play, basically. You have to do that trick, otherwise you're playing with, like, oh no, with less firepower. Not that it's helping me, because I'm a klutz and I have no idea how to play this game. So yeah, the other the major difference is that you can move... I can't handle it. You can move up the screen as well as just left and right, like in Galaxian and Galaga. You can only move left and right. In this game, you can move up and down. It feels weird. It doesn't quite feel like you should be moving up and down on the screen. Like, what's really the point of it? I'm not sure, except you can, effectively fire faster because your shots hit and then clear, so you can have those bullets essentially back to shoot again. Is kind of how bullets work in a lot of these old games. I can't move up with this thing, though. Oh, come on, that's weak. Let me swoop up and get all these guys. Oh, cheap. You can really increase your firepower now, but actually I think I can only have 1 shot on screen now from any one. Oh no, that's not right. Okay. Gosh. I saw replay burners getting a lot of shots in, and they seem to be able to shoot the ships straight up and down, whereas mine keep bouncing off to the side. So I gotta go watch that replay burners video again, because there's something I'm not quite grasping. on how to keep juggling those more. Oh man, it moved it. It switched direction. This is weird. Oh, I don't want to lose my insect buddies here. Oh no, sorry, buddy. Oh god, they're too fast. Wow. Did that actually take one of my guys out though? I don't think it did. That didn't either. This is getting weird. They're so fast. Oh. Oh, that didn't take one of my... This is weird, man. I don't know. I think I read there's like 99 stages in this or something. So you don't get a bonus if you take out an incoming wave. I'm not sure if you do in Galaga. I kind of thought maybe you would, but I'm not actually sure. I think I did once, but now I forget if I even got a bonus in Galaga for doing that. Oh, what the... Are they invisible? Oh, they're splitting up? It's tiny little ships that split up into like 4 shots. That's nuts. In Galaga, ships sometimes will start splitting up into 3 slightly smaller ships. And then if you take out those 3 slightly smaller ships, you get a bonus. Man, the firing rate in this is awesome. So this is not a... This came out in 2020 with the Namco Museum Archives Volume 2, but again, it's not a new game. It's a demake, as people like to say, of the arcade game that came out in 1984 and never got an NES/Famicom port for whatever reason. So yeah, so Namco had ported Galaga to Famicom in '85 when the sequel to Galaga was already out. They'd already made the sequel, Gaplus, but they didn't bring Gaplus out on the home console, which was weird. And I just get the feeling that maybe it must not have just gone huge in the arcade like Galaga did. Like, Galaga was a huge hit. Galaga was everywhere when I was a kid. I was born in 1974, and you would go to an arcades, you know, when I don't know how old I was when I first got to arcades, maybe 5 or 6, who knows. And Galaga was all over the place. The prequel to Galaga, Galaxian, I didn't see a ton of. But Galaga was everywhere. And Gaplus was not. I don't think I ever saw Gaplus in an arcade. It did come out in the arcades in the States, apparently, according to the internet. But, I don't think I ever saw it. So yeah, I don't know. I can only conclude that it wasn't as popular as Galaga. I mean, you can see that it's kind of wild. Maybe it was just too wild for people. But it also doesn't feel like that different. Like, Galaga was a big step up over Galaxian because Galaxian felt really slow by comparison. And Galaga always felt kind of slow to me in the arcade as well. But it's way faster than Galaxian. I'm pinned in the corner. Have I just been going on my 3rd ship all this time? My last ship? Stop spinning around there, you jerks. They can really just keep going in loops. Phew. It doesn't show you what stage you're on. Like when you're playing Galaga, you have a little indicator, but in this, at least this demake version, you can't tell what stage you're on until it tells you at the start of the next stage. Oh, God. The explosions are nice and colorful. Oh wow, 70,000 even? Or is that a glitch? Because I think the minimum high score was 70,000. I got 70,000 even? What the? I mean, what are the odds? Why can't I enter my name? I have to hit the other button. I have to hit A. Hey, come on. They don't know how name entry works. You're supposed to be able to repeat the last letter. Age. Can I even... What? Oh. Oh, I see. That's just the first digit. Okay. How old am I? I'm that old. I don't know my blood type. I have no idea. Oh no. Oh no, go back. Oh no. Oh, okay, well. So I guess that last one is parsec. Yeah, this game's weird. Like, it just feels like they didn't... They felt like they had to make another game. They had to, because Galaga had won up Galaxian, so they had to keep it going. Galaga was a huge hit. They had to make a sequel. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about... I'm gonna reboot. I totally forgot about the secret, getting the secret ship type. So I'm gonna count the waves that come in. I think it's 7. Because you have to then go shoot that one ship. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sounds in this are really good. 7. Okay, friggin' die. Oh no, don't pick that up. No, oh no, I screwed up. Oh, but I could have waited for it to come back. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Come on, it's not that hard. It didn't swoop down as far as I thought it was gonna. So 7 waves. Uno. Dos. Tres. Cuatro. Cinco. Seis. Siete. What's 7? I don't know. Oh, wait, I'm on 7. Okay, don't pick that up. Smash into it. Alright, I did it. Get my life back. Yeah, now we're rolling. Wait, my high score's gone. I had 70k and now that... Oh, because I reset the ROM, right? Good thinking there. Man, the hit detection is really generous. I keep getting these hits that I think would kill me, but they don't. Okay, that thing... I have to wait for it to swoop at me? Oh shoot, I do. That was the tractor. Well, that wouldn't have helped because I'd killed everybody else. Oh shoot. Oh man, he starts falling faster and faster, yikes. Oh, I almost did it. Oh. Yeah, they start moving faster and faster. The enemy ships are on this stage, they're just too fast. That is too freaky fast. Oh. The music gets creepy. I also don't like, why does it have to restart the stage? I don't know. I don't think they kind of quite knew what to do in this sequel to Galaga. Like, how do we follow up Galaga? And they were kind of struggling. There were probably vertical shooting games by that time where ships could move up the screen, although I'm not familiar with vertical shooters from that from like 84 to now. Because Galaga came out in 81. This game came out in 84. So they're like, well, we gotta make it so you can move up the screen. That's what the people want. So they put that in. And then they're like, well, now what do we do? Well, I think this ship also, in the arcade, it was on new hardware. Oh, wow. I don't know. What? You can get a new gun? Double barrel? Sweet. And they're just throwing stuff in, like, the player gets a tractor beam, the player gets ship upgrades, the player gets gun upgrades. I like the shooting sound this makes, although I guess it's a little irritating. Sounds like a drill. Holy smokles. Why aren't those shots hitting me? Ah, it's too fast. I got my gun right back, if I lost it. Your ship also moves very fast. It's a very manic feeling shooter without, it's not a manic shmup, but it feels pretty manic. Whoa, so I'm back to slow speed now. I was actually moving way faster than the default speed. I thought those power-ups were just giving me gun power-ups, but something gave me a speed boost. Pretty much just continuous fire. Ow! I don't like those split shot things. It looks like an invisible ship shoots at you. Oh, it doesn't store high scores. Which is funny, because, like, it's not even a real cartridge, so you... I don't know. Oh, who cares about my age? Yeah, so I guess this game, I mean, just they didn't port it to home console, so it's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Smashy, smashy. Transform the ship and go. Wiped them out. It kind of doesn't have a lot of the little touches that Galaga had that made it charming, like the stage indicators, especially in the Famicom and probably NES version. The background isn't quite as nice as I mentioned. I'm comparing the Famicom/NES versions at the moment, I guess. But, I mean, I guess it must not have taken off in the arcade like Galaga did, and so they just, they're just like, well, let's just kind of sweep it under the carpet and just keep pushing Galaga, because that's what people like. So Gaplus was kind of forgotten. Oops. Oh, that one's still good. That didn't go very well. I mean, yeah, moving up the screen feels pointless. This stage just gives me the super heebie-jeebies. Those ships are too fast. I'm forgetting if heebie-jeebies is like a bad word. Oh! I don't think I like this game very much. Not that it's not. I'm sure the demake is amazing. I'm gonna play the arcade version next because that came out on. Hamster brought that out in their, oh my gosh, in their Arcade Archives series. And I have it on PS4. So I'll give that a try. I'm doing worse and worse. Maybe I should try playing with the regular ship. Maybe it has some advantage. Nah, forget it. So yeah, when you transform your ship, it stays even if you die. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And by the way, Gaplus was not the last game in the Galaxian series. Next up was Galaga 88, which I also have in the Arcade Archives series on PS4, and I'll play that after the Arcade Archives Gaplus. Galaga 88 did get a port, so that came out in 1988. It actually came out in 87 in Japan in the arcade. So Galaga for NES in the States didn't come out until 1988. And so by the time Galaga came out on the NES in the States, there were already 2 sequels to Galaga in the arcade. There was Gaplus and Galaga 88. And they didn't bring either of those to the NES. They did bring out a port of Galaga 88 to PC Engine and its US version, the TurboGrafx 16. But on the TurboGrafx 16, it was called Galaga 90 because it didn't come out in the States until 1990. Which I find kind of hilarious. Like, we got Galaga 90, that's way better than Galaga 88. It's the same game. This came out 2 years late. Oh man, it just took off. Oh, sloppy. I wasted it. Oh, what? Dang it. I wonder how high you have to go to max it out. Because there could be another line, like, you know, who knows? I don't know. Oh, it says bonus completed. I think I did get some kind of bonus there. Okay, my insectoid friend, get ready to destroy, except I'm probably just going to get rammed in this freaky stage. Don't you ram me. I'll kill you all so fast you can't ram me. Oh, what? That got both of us? Or did that it just has to hit my main ship, or what? What happens? And then it restarts the friggin' stage. That sucks. Like, why? It's just making it hard on purpose. Yeah, restart the stage. Great. What if I just hide in the corner? Oh, that. Well, I got 70,000, and since then I have not done quite as well. One more try. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very spooky space sound there. Ow! I just died by getting rammed. It sucks. Also, I'm probably killing the things that would bring me those tractor beams. Oh god, I saw that at the last second. Restart the stage. Oh. You don't restart stages in Galaga. Oh, this sucks. I like that restart sound, though. You lefties are getting obliterated, at least. Yeah, I'm a lefty. Okay, so there's the... Dang it. Come on, swoop down here. You jerk, and I can't kill your friends because I... Ah! Ah, what did I hit? Did I change his color like you do? Did he just run away? Oh, friggin' heck. Wait, what? What is happening? Where did those waves come from? What is... Oh my gosh. This end music kind of sucks. Alright, so I mean, it kind of sucks that you have to do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, why even just start me with the better ship? Why do we go through this farce? Like 2 shots, that is so good. Galaga, you're trying to be more advanced. You should just start the player off with the 3-shot ship. Don't make him jump through those dumb hoops. I guess you feel special because you know the secret, but come on. And they get to show you this transformation, but not that you actually see a morphing effect or anything. I don't know, it's just silly. We have a feature where you transform your ship. It's another checkbox for the flyer. I like those kind of ladybug things, how they animate. Okay. Oh, it's gonna fly. Oh, no, okay. Come on down. Come on down, Ma. Did it. Okay, come on, let me move up the screen. Come on, babies. Oh. So there's these mid-stage waves that come in. Oh, where'd that other one go? It just ran away. I guess the one on the left looks more like a ladybug, maybe. Oh, I shot it too much. Dang, I can't... I'm not paying attention. I don't notice that it's a bonus wave, so I just start mashing fire on those guys and blow them away too hard. Oh, I got carried away. I mean, it's easier to juggle when you have your little ship buddies. Oh, no. I screwed that up. Oh, I see. If you hit them higher in the arc, they go up higher. And, oh, come on. Screwing up my juggles. Bonus completed, bonus points. So you get 10,000 for completing the word bonus. Oh no, it's this stage, the death stage. At least I got these guys here to take some hits for me, because I am going to take those ramming hits. Oh, did I make it? Okay, that didn't go on as long as I feared. It's helpful having the firepower and the wider shot. Ah! Shoot. Ah! Oh, he didn't get me. Okay, come on. Come on, mama ship. Annoying drill gun. Oh, God! It's that, oh, that thing just takes out everything. Oh, that sucks. I don't like those things. Because they just go, it's like they go invisible. It trips me up. I think I saw a discussion thread saying that this version was like too easy. I want the tractor beam. The tractor beam's cooler than... I mean, it's nice to have both, but... What the heck is that? What is that? I have no idea what that is. It looks like the base of a ship. Looks like the base of the ship 1 almost. Oh, the drill gun. It's chewing through my brain. That sound. I'm definitely sped up, but I think maybe you get that with the drill gun upgrade. Maybe I got it from having that ship down there. Okay, here we go. Now we're one. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, you can shoot their bullets, though. Because they are bullets, essentially. Oh, I see. I'm assembling a ship over there. Something. I think there's like 3 pieces at the beginning that you see come together. So maybe if I get a 3rd piece, I get a 1-up. Oh, shoot. On this stage. So you have to spell a longer word now. Oh, you can mash the button to make that. There's a button mash icon there. Could I pump that bonus up? Uh-oh. Ominous music. My phalanx is too wide. We're too mighty. Oh, it took one out. It didn't take all of me out though like it did before. Stop it! I guess I'm not milking these stages for bonus items because I'm killing everybody real fast, but I mean, I don't know. Oh no! The guys from the right mostly survived. Dang it. Oh boy. Oh boy. So slow now. The sounds, a lot of the sounds are a little irritating. Which I don't remember being a problem with sounds in Galaga. Even this music is kind of irritating. Wait, that was still Parsec 10? Oh, okay, well. So I've only gotten to Parsec 10, but I got a much higher score that time, doing better on the bonus stages, but it's got a sweet logo. Yeah, I don't like this game nearly as much as Galaga. Maybe it's just it feels hard, like, I guess I get farther, but it doesn't feel like soothing like Galaga does. Like the Starfield background of Galaga is in the Famicom version of Galaga is just amazingly soothing, and the sounds are all kind of, I mean, they're Pac-Man sounds. So I guess, well, I'll have to pay attention to the arcade version of Galaga that I play next because, you know, Galaga came out, or the arcade version of Gaplus, because Galaga came out the year after Pac-Man, which was, of course, the biggest hit ever, basically, and so it used a lot of Pac-Man sound effects, and they're just really nice, kind of pleasant sounds. But in this version, anyway, of Gaplus, this demake, it didn't sound like Pac-Man sounds particularly. And the game before Galaga, Galaxian, did not have Pac-Man sound, because that came out before Pac-Man. Yeah, I'll have to see what, I mean, I'm sure this is pretty darn faithful to the arcade version, of course, except that it's not a vertically oriented screen ratio and all that. It's very impressive, I mean, graphically, in terms of how much motion and fast motion is going on screen. I mean, this is an NES game. You know, you could, in theory, run this on actual NES hardware if you had the way to get it you know, playing on NES hardware. I mean, it should run on NES hardware. It's an NES ROM. I'm running it in an NES emulator. But, yeah, I just don't think the game itself, the base game itself, probably the arcade version too, it just doesn't, it's kind of all over the place, you know? And it feels very, kind of wild and out of control when you're playing it, like those ships, the way those ships just go berserk around the screen as they're streaming in. It's like, so too fast. Like you really have to memorize where to kind of go, and don't move up the screen. I mean, they give you the ability to move up the screen, but that's just gonna get you killed. Yeah, it's all kind of, it doesn't really hold. It doesn't feel like a cohesive whole. You know, it feels like a bunch of ideas that they kind of piled on, and they didn't really they didn't really make them into a holistic, compelling game of their own right. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. But something about the Famicom Galaga just immediately grabbed me, and this doesn't quite do that to me, which is too bad. That logo is super sweet though. It's funny because like Galaga NES, and you know I do have an episode of that 2 episodes back, has a sort of curving green logo, which I think they must have just taken from the design. Well, and I've seen a similar logo for Galaxy in sort of a similar style, and I think they probably took those from the art on the, maybe even from the, well, from some arcade cabinets. Probably, I guess it probably was on the Japanese cabinets. I don't know. But the arcade version of Galaga, the title screen doesn't have a logo. It just says Galaga at the top in this, you know, plain font, like, you know, that push start lettering. It just says Galaga in like a blue-green color centered at the top in that just plain font. It doesn't, the arcade version didn't have a logo yet. Thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, they're showing off, you know, you got this other ship type. Although, yeah, I think I read normally, if you don't know that cheat, you wouldn't even see it until parsec 30 or something. Can that be right? That seems like be a long way to go. I only got to 10, and it's already just, it feels so manic. That's maybe an unfortunate choice of word, but that's the one that seems to be springing to mind. Yeah, so I don't know, just not quite hitting me like NES or Famicom Galaga did. But well, so next I'm going to try the arcade port. I think I have time to do that tonight. Yes, I do. So we'll go check that out. Thanks for watching this. I mean, people, of course, were much more blown away by the announcement of the bonus game that M2 added, the NES bonus game M2 added to the first Namco Museum Archives Volume, which was a demake of Pac-Man Championship Edition, and that was pretty spectacular looking. In fact, it's so spectacular my eyeballs just, it's probably too flashy, and I just don't want to risk getting a migraine trying to get those graphics into my eyeballs. But yeah, that was pretty impressive. So definitely Gaplus is not, you know, on that crowd-pleasing level, unfortunately, but pretty, I mean, technically impressive demake. I'll be interested. I'll have to pay attention to the music in the arcade version, because the music here was not quite very pleasant, and some of the sound effects weren't very pleasant either. And like the Starfield animation in the background isn't as gorgeous as the one in Galaga, so I'll have to look at what that looks like in the arcade. Although the arcade one, see, this, like, this Starfield background looks better, I think. Well, probably a little better than the Galaga arcade version, which all the stars moved at the same speed, and they flashed faster, and there were more of them. So I would probably take this over that, but it's not quite like the Starfield background in Galaga. So you have to go look at, if you don't have it, go look at a video of the NES or Famicom. Well, at least the Famicom. It's just the Famicom. It's funny because this came out in the States, the Namco Arcade Archives, or Namco Museum Archives Volume 2. I got this, you know, off Steam, so it's the North American version, but most of the ROMs are Japanese versions. I don't think you can say this Gaplus is Japanese or North American either way. They don't call it, you know, they don't say it's an NES or Famicom ROM. They just say it's a you know, it's a game. It's an NES game, they say in the West, of course. But Yeah, so it's the specifically the Famicom Galaga I played. It's probably the same on the NES. It feels like the background in that one they just tweaked so well. I mean, it's totally redone from the arcade version. It's not the arcade one at all. It follows the same general look and idea, but the stars scroll at different rates, and they blink differently, and they probably have slightly different colors, and it's just gorgeous. It's just the whole effect in motion is just tremendously delicious. It actually, like, delicious is the term that kept coming into my mind looking at that game. And this game doesn't quite have that. Like, it's very technically sound. Like, M2 are great technicians, but I sometimes think the games that they make, even, when they're taking an existing design and putting it into, not just porting it, but actually constructing it themselves on other hardware, I feel like their designs tend to be more not quite artistically done. Not that they, individually, there's great pieces of art, like, it's all very, very beautifully technically done, but just the designs aren't necessarily beautiful. And I don't mean visually they're lacking. I just mean as a game, it might not be a brilliant thing to play exactly. Even though it plays completely smoothly, I mean, as far as performance goes and everything, the best performance you could get. I mean, they're famous for having, some of the best, most responsive controls, the least input lag in their ports and all that stuff. But and they were probably, trying to follow the arcade version very precisely. So maybe they didn't want to put, a sort of, if they probably know about the Starfield background in the Famicom version of Galaga, and I'm sure they know that one is gorgeous, but they, they probably wanted to keep it as more like the Gaplus arcade one, which I don't know what it looks like. I've seen video, but I don't remember, so I'll have to go play that, and I should stop babbling. Thanks for watching this. Yeah, let's go play the arcade Gaplus for the next video. This has been the 2020 NES demake, which is interesting, but maybe not my favorite game in the Galaxian series, which would so far definitely be the Famicom Galaga. Alright, thank you. See you later.